So you're thinking about moving to Acton, Massachusetts? Well, in this video, I'm going to take you to 3 different houses in different price points to see what might fit in your budget. Stick around to the end. I'm going to take you to a local hotspot for both winter and summer activities. We're getting after it right now. If this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything that there is to know about the greater Boston market and the surrounding suburbs like this town here in Acton, go ahead and click subscribe down below, tap the bell for notifications, and you'll be up to date on the current market in the greater Boston area and the surrounding suburbs. I'm Andy with Living in Greater Boston. We're here in the town of Acton, Massachusetts. And you know, myself and my team, we get calls, emails, and texts from people just like you every single day looking to make a move to the greater Boston area, and we absolutely love it. So whether you're looking to move in 9 days or 90 days, feel free to shoot us a text, send us an email, or give us a call, and we can help you make a smooth move to the greater Boston area. So as I mentioned, we are here in Acton, Massachusetts. This is actually the center of Acton. You can see we've got a Revolutionary War monument behind us. Right behind that, we've got the town hall, and just to the right of that, you've got the town library. So this is the center of Acton. Acton is actually composed of 5 different parts. It's a 21 square mile town with about 24,000 people living in the town. So pretty spread out from a standpoint of, we're not too far outside the city. But those 4 parts or 5 parts, we've got the town center, which we're in right now. And then we've got north, south, east, and west Acton. They all have kind of like slightly different feels to them. The school system here in Acton is a little bit different. It's a highly rated school, so A+ rated schools by niche.com. Last year, I think they were rated the number 16 school district in the state. It's always been top 10, top 20 school districts for as long as I've lived here in Massachusetts, which is my entire life. But it's kind of unique. So it's actually 2 towns in the school district. There's Acton and Boxborough for the Acton-Boxborough School District. And the town of Acton, or towns of Acton and Boxborough, they actually run an open enrollment system. So whereas in my town, and probably a lot of towns that you grew up in, you kind of go to the school that's in your neighborhood. It's different here in Acton and Boxborough, where you actually go into a lottery system to pick your school, and each one of the schools has sort of a different educational style. I'm going to go into that a little bit deeper when we go into our map video. We'll talk a little bit more about the schools, what they're like, and the different styles that they have. So here in Acton, we're about 40 minutes outside of Boston, depending upon the traffic. So some days if you get up super early in the morning, you can be into the city or in Cambridge within half an hour, but high traffic times can take you over an hour. Acton is right on the Route 2 highway, so that takes you into Cambridge and into the city of Boston, as well as it takes you out to the northern western part of the state. One of the cool things that they've had under development here in Acton and these surrounding towns is the Bruce Freeman Rail Trail. So that's actually about a 25-mile long trail. It's actually, I think it's going to extend up over 35 miles, which runs from Lowell north of here, and it's going to run all the way down into the Framingham and Sudbury area. But that is actually built on old railroad tracks. They've built some bridges over some of the highways, and you can go for miles and miles and miles for both biking and walking. Enough about that. Let's go take a look at some homes. All right, so here we are at our first house on the stop. This house is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath being offered at $399, 1,972 square feet. It's about $204 per square foot. As you can probably hear from the road noise, we're on a busy street, and as you can probably see from the outside, this one needs a little TLC. So 3-bedroom, 2-bath, built in 1830. This house is for anybody who wants to build a little bit of equity into the house. This is probably the guy that you're looking for. One of the things I didn't mention about Acton sits right on the commuter rail line. So if you don't want to drive into Boston, you can actually take the commuter rail, and that is literally right down the street from here. We're in the South Acton area part of Acton, which is where your commuter rail is. It's also right behind us. Behind here is that Bruce Freeman rail trail. So we've got pretty easy access to just about anything that you want. But like I said, you know, for anybody who's in the ability to do some fixer-upper work, maybe this is the house for you. All right, on to the next one. We've got really cute, updated craftsman style that's got a great artist workshop in the back. But we're gonna drive around this neighborhood first. All right, so here we are at our second house here in Acton. This is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath craftsman style, built in 1929. 690,000, just under, is 1689 square feet, which brings us right around 409 a square foot. Cool thing I thought with this house is, if you can see it in the back, it's got a post and beam studio, like loft garage type thing, which is not included in the square footage that we calculated for the price per square foot. Super cute house, little bit of a busy street. We look at, my wife and I always look at, does it have double yellow lines on the street? Means a little bit busier of a street. Nice neighborhood. We're actually in on the east side of Acton, close to Concord, actually right on the Concord line, really close to Route 2. But let's go take a drive around. Okay, so here we are at our final house. It's a 3-bedroom, 4-bath colonial style house. While it's only 3 bedrooms, it has a fully finished basement and is huge. It's about 4,000 square feet, being offered at $975,000. So that puts us about $240 a square foot. It's like $241 actually, I think is what it is. One of the other nice things about this house is we're within about half a mile from West Acton Center. House sits on a ton of land. It's got about 4.5 acres of land, and then behind that part of it, it sits on conservation land. So there's no possibility for any development behind the house. Like I said, house built in '88. Doesn't look like it's been updated too much since it was built. So definitely needs some updates, but the bones of the house are really good. The other thing is we're sitting on a dead end here. So we've got the house there, looks like an access point behind us, and then, you know, a few other houses around. Really nice neighborhood. Some of the houses have looked like they've been remodeled. Maybe some have been torn down and they've put up some new builds. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a drive around and check out the neighborhood. All right, here we are at our last stop. We've got a 4-bedroom, 3-bath house, 3,670 square feet, being offered at $1.595 million. As you can see, we are in a development of many, many homes. So this is the Hawks Crest development here in Acton. A lot of new homes. You don't get a whole lot of new development areas in towns like this or anywhere near Boston. This isn't like down in Texas, where it's just kind of like rubber stamping new developments here and there. Don't get a whole lot of that here out here in the greater Boston area. But this one is obviously one that they've been able to nestle back in the neighborhoods here. not bad, a little tight as far as overall land. I would say that each plot's probably going to have about a quarter of an acre, which I think when you're moving out into this area of the greater Boston area, you probably want a little bit more land. So at this price point, probably if you want some more land, you're probably going to be looking at something a little bit older, but we can definitely get a lot more land than you're getting right here, because these houses are pretty tight in here. This development is also just about a quarter mile down from our very first house, so we're still here in South Acton. Nice area, close to the T, and pretty easy commute in and out of the town. Let's go take a drive around, and then we're gonna hit our last surprise spot. So as I mentioned, we were going to do one more last bonus stop at the end here. So technically not in Acton anymore. We are just over the border in Westford, Massachusetts, and we are at Nashoba Valley Ski Area. So great thing about this area is it's really close. I know that Massachusetts isn't known for its World Cup level skiing, but if you want to get out for the day with the family or some friends, you've got the ski area right up here. And then behind me here, we've got the beach. We've got a little tiki bar down there, so they've got some summer concerts. You come here and swim during the summer, beach volleyball, all sorts of good stuff like that. And with it just being Halloween a few days ago, we've got Witch's Woods here, which is actually done back here, where you've got haunted houses, haunted hay rides, all that sort of fun stuff. This is actually a pretty popular event. It's always well traveled, and pretty scary stuff in there. But if you guys found value out of what you saw today, and you want to stay up to date on what's going on in the greater Boston market and towns like Acton or Westford or Littleton or wherever, go ahead and click subscribe, tap the bell for notifications, and until next time, hope to show you around.